Okay, I got that started. And hey, Anissa, I just passed it back to you. Thanks for joining our MeWe Metaphysics and Wellness Fair. We're going to start officially in just a moment. Great, great, sweet. We've got more people joining us. All right. I think we're all set to get started. So thank you so much for joining us. This is our MeWe Metaphysics and Wellness Fair for energizing body, mind, heart, and soul. We are here today with, I think, maybe 16, 17 practitioners, all sharing our gifts. People with the same name joining. So all sharing our gifts. We continue to evolve and tune the structure of the fair so that it's the most value to everyone that's here in the space. We've been experimenting with breakout rooms and they've gone really well. So we're going to do a combination now of the way it's been and the new ways that we're exploring. So what we're going to do is all the practitioners are going to go around and share about their work for about a minute or so, each of them. And then we're going to have a brief intuitive panel where we answer maybe 1 to 3 questions from the audience. You'll see that information is getting posted in the chat right now. This is great. Let's see. Yeah, so what am I going to say? So information is getting posted in the chat right now. So you can see just in general the process and how it's working. And then we're also going to post in a moment. And Anissa and Lola, you all get sorted of right, like who's posting. So the information on the flyer is going to go in just a moment. And on the flyer, you can see information on everyone, all the practitioners that are here today, all their contact info, the prices for all their sessions, all their modalities, etc. All right, and let's see, if you know that you want to ask a question of the intuitive panel, please let us know in the chat and we'll get you on the list. We give priority to people that haven't asked a question in our recent fairs. I know Diane is already in line. I want to say, and the practitioners get to choose what they're doing in their breakout rooms. So they may do all kinds of different things. I know we have a number of talks that are planned for today. So if someone could post the list of all the talks, that will give you an idea of what's coming. We don't have a specific schedule, so the practitioners will get to choose on their own when they're going to be giving their talks, and we will announce them to you. So across your screen, you'll see a little bit of information when a talk is going to happen. So you'll know if you want to participate in that. So after we do the introductions and a little bit of the intuitive panel, the practitioners will go into their breakout rooms and we'll be placing you in whatever rooms you want to be. And throughout the fair, you get to move around and choose wherever you want to be, moving in and out. Whenever you're done in someone's room, and please feel free to leave whenever you want to. Don't feel any need that you have to stay for any period of time. So just when you want to, just on the bottom right of your screen, you'll be able to click leave and be really careful to choose leave room, not leave the whole event. What does it say? Not, I forget what it's called, but yeah, so I just want to choose leave room. You'll come back into the main room here. And then Anissa and Lola, if you all have your, I think some of you, yeah, Anissa and Lola, if you have your video on, Lola, if you could turn yours on too. If you all could just wave and people could see who you are. Yeah, Anissa is waving, but so yeah, it's great, so you're waving. So they have A in front of their names. And Lola, I can't see yours right now, but they have an A in front of their names. And oh yeah, it goes some basic logistics too. So you can always find them and ask them questions. So Anissa is going to be the one that's placing you in different rooms throughout the whole fair. If you're newer in Zoom, if you're on a computer on the bottom left, you can do mute on and off. You can do video on and off. There's another button for chat, and you can have chat appear on the right side, and you'll see all the information that we're putting in the chat right now. We also we'll have information on this later. Yeah, and I said leave breakout room. That's great. That's what it'll say when you leave a breakout room. We also are going to have information on sharing your feedback about the event today, and we'll do a drawing from everyone that fills out the feedback form. So someone will get a free 30-minute session with one of the practitioners of their choice. The talks are not recorded. Unfortunately, they're not going to be recorded. That's one challenge of the way that we're doing this in this new way. Actually, you know, this is, well, yeah, so the only part that we're recording here is the beginning where we're doing this logistics, but then the introductions and the intuitive panel. Let's see, if you're on a phone or a tablet, if you touch your screen, you'll have options for the chat and for muting and for the video on off and all those things. Now let's talk a little about oh, and there's speaker view and gallery view. And so on a phone, you swipe to the left and you can see 4 people and 4 people and 4 people. If you're on a computer, on the top right, if you toggle between speaker view and gallery view, you can see a whole grid of many of us, or you just get a speaker and maybe a few people at the top. And when you're on the gallery view, it'll say speaker view at the top. When you're on the gallery view, if we have enough people in the room, we might now, if you click the arrow, you'll see the next grid of people. So breakout rooms. So the way breakout rooms work, and we learned a little bit when we did this last time. So in the first time you may get an invitation, it may pop right up on your screen. The second time when you want to go back and forth, or even when you want to go back and forth to other rooms, you have to click on, it's great, you have to click on breakout rooms. And so if you're on a computer, it should be at the bottom, or you may need to click more and it will show it in more. And it will then show you which breakout room you're going to. If you are on a phone, touch your phone and then, or tablet, and then on the top left, it will actually show, and on mine it was in blue. It'll then say breakout room. And you have to click that in order for it to take you to the next place. It's, I think that Zoom has some things they could improve about how that works. If you know you want to do a session with a practitioner right now, feel free to message them right now, let them know. The flyer, maybe post the flyer again. The flyer has everyone's pricing information. And if you are wanting to do a session with a practitioner and they're in a session right now and you can't tell them, come back to the main room and we have a list going. And so we will let practitioners know that you are in line. So practitioners, if you're getting ready to go to work with someone else, let us know you're in line. And I know Galaxy has a question. Is it a question about the logistics and the admin? Did you want to ask a question of the panel? Galaxy J7 star. Feel free to just jump in right now and unmute and let us know what it is you're looking for. We're happy to attempt to help. Nah, I don't see you. Okay. Maybe testing out raising hands. Oh, and practitioner. Yes?
Yes, I'm sorry. I couldn't find my unmute. I had a question for the Intuitive Tarot, but I don't see her.
Oh, Jeannie's right here. It's great. Oh, and if you're wanting to ask that question of the whole panel when we do that, we can put you on the list.
Yes.
Okay, great. So Anissa put Galaxy J7 star on the list.
All right, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. And all right, I think we're ready to do our introductions. And yeah, so the flyer that just got posted, the link, it goes to a flyer and you can see information about everyone. All righty, so we're gonna start at the bottom of the alphabet this time. So we're gonna start with Wyatt and then Susie and then Shelly Miller. All right, great. And so take like a minute, like really give us a sense of what you're gonna be doing today, what you offer to people. Yeah. All right, okay. So Wyatt, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Wyatt. I'm a shamanism practitioner and spiritual life coach. Some of my information may be a little outdated currently. I am going through a name change, so that's a thing. I'm now the Wildwood Hollow, and I will be offering my shamanism sessions as well as shamanic life coaching to help integrate what you really learned in sessions. So I offer soul retrieval, power retrieval, extraction, sound therapy, crystal therapy, aromatherapy, guided journeys, and like there's a lot that goes on during a session, and I really help someone start or continue their path of healing. And so throughout shamanism is just this fun little thing, but adding this, well, it's not really fun, but this intense kind of session is aided with these life coaching sessions, and I can do them long distance, in person, so on and so forth. My new website opens up the 17th of August, so just be aware of that, thewildwoodhollow.com. Yeah, looking forward to meeting you guys and meeting you guys in my sessions. Don't know what I'm doing yet, but we'll get there.
Great, thank you so much. All right, so then we've got Susie and then Shelly Miller and then Shelly Hofberg if she's back, and then Satora. So Susie.
Hi, I'm Susie Parker Goins with Blue Lightning Healing. I'm a channel, so I bring divine through me to have a conversation with you. We don't lecture because that's boring. So you can connect with your spirit guides establish a relationship with them so that you can work with them. I have all kinds of techniques and tools you can use on your own time so that you can continue your own journey. I'm an energy healer, a Reiki master. I do body scans so we can see where you're holding energy or emotions and help release it. What else? I'm also a past life explorer, so I can see what past lives you have, but I've also got all kinds of meditations written up so that we can take you on that journey so you can identify and resolve issues. And that's what I'm going to be doing in the breakout room today, is doing some real quick, down and dirty, do-it-yourself, immediate gratification, past life identifications. I have podcasts on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and primarily at anchor.fm, which Mondays and Thursdays I upload. Thursdays I talk about stuff. Mondays the applied meditation. I have a website at bluelightninghealing.com, and the best way to contact me is email at susiepgoins@gmail.com. Let's have a fabulous day. Thanks.
All right, Susie, thanks so much. And by the way, practitioners, if we don't have you on the talk list and you're giving a talk, just let us know the title. So send it to Lola or Nissa and they'll get it on the list. All right, so now we've got Shelley J. Miller and then Shelley Hofberg and then Satora. Shelley, I think you might be muted.
Okay. Is that better?
You got it now.
Okay. Hi, I'm Shelley J. Miller. I'm a psychic and a medium. I read the Akashic Records. I'm also a spiritual life coach. I have had my gifts since birth, and I've been reading and coaching professionally for 30 years. I read at the mastery level, and I'm an expert at reading energy. And what that means for you is that you can get any question answered. It can be about personal relationships, even things that are difficult, business, finance, career, life path. I can scan the body for health issues. And I'm really good at helping you to bring insight to understand what your thoughts and beliefs are, where you're blocked, and what the thoughts and beliefs are of the people that you're connected with, so that I can show you how to release energy, release old thought forms you've been carrying that have been blocking you. And I always leave you with a positive game plan. So bring all of your questions. As a medium, my specialty is bringing through guides and loved ones on the other side, and we actually have full conversations. I bring through evidential and validating information, but you don't have to just answer yes or no. We can have a full conversation with everybody. I do a weekly radio show, psychichorizons.com, also Spirit Talk Radio. My website is shelleyjmiller.com. Follow me on my newsletter, because I'm giving a lot of information and links, that psychic information about what's going on right now with the virus and things that you probably aren't aware of, the news is not telling you. So if you want to join it, Shelley J. Miller on my newsletter, I'll keep you abreast of all that's going on. And you'll also see on my website a list of the content on my radio shows. And I look forward to helping you today. I'm doing a talk, and I'm going to be on the intuitive panel. And my talk is...
Just Shelley, sorry, I think that you're out of time. So if you could just be really quick.
Yeah, that's it. The talk is how to connect with the spiritual realm.
Thanks so much. All right, great. We are all doing so much. There's so much we want to share with you. All right, let's see. Shelley Hofberg, if Shelley is back. Did Shelley make it back in?
Yeah.
Great. Go ahead. You've got a minute. Shelley, we can't hear you. Maybe you're muted. Shelley Hofberg.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead. Great.
Hi, this is Shelley Hofberg. I'm a tarot reader, clairvoyant, and pet psychic, and I've been a psychic for 30 years. I'm one of the hosts, along with Shelley J. Miller, of the Psychic Horizon radio show. I'm also on Spirit Talk Radio, and I do have a newsletter on my website. If you go to my website, psychicshellyhofberg.com, you can join my newsletter, which has Shelley Miller is also in my newsletter. I have a lot of interesting articles, psychic articles, and I'm happy to be here on the panel today.
Great, thank you so much.
I'm doing a talk on the intuitive tarot today.
Great, all right, thank you. All right, so I'm going to skip me for the moment. We've got Kulan and then Dr. Jem. Oh, no, she's not here yet. Never mind. Kulan and then Jeannie and then Jason.
Hi, Can you hear me? Yes.
We got you.
My name is okay. My name is Kolan, and I am originally from Mongolia. I'm practicing the Mongolian traditional medicines, holistic nutrition guidance and consultation. And we are using usually tongue and urine picture, and also using some questions. We usually help people who have a digestive problem and chronic disease, and who wants to lose weight, and we using this holistic method. And people usually they know about the foods, protein and carb and this knowledge, but we teaching people the food function, and every food has a prana and energy, and based on this energy we can choose based on our body type. So if you're interested in, you can come to my breakout room and listen about the learn about how foods function and 6 wisdoms we can apply everyday's life. And also I usually teach people what kind of food should eat and what kind of food avoid to eat, and it's based on the food's energy and function. So if you want to know more information, my website is amu-nutrition.com, and Facebook is AMU Nutrition, and also can get information from my email, contact with my email.
Great, thank you so much. All right, so we've got Jeannie, then Jason, and then the Shift Witch.
Hi, my name is Jeannie Sullivan. The name of my business is called Heartfelt Energy. Today, I'm going to be doing intuitive tarot sessions, and I'm also going to be doing a talk based on the magic of the magician, which is a major arcana card in the tarot, and how you can align with his energy and manifest what it is that you would like in your life. I'm also a Reiki master and a Primus activation healing technique practitioner. I am doing readings today, and I'm also running a special as well. I hope that you have a great day today. Thank you for joining us, and I look forward to seeing you at the talk. It will be, I'm guessing, around 3 o'clock Pacific time, 5 o'clock Eastern time. Thanks.
Great, thank you so much, Jeannie. All right.
And what time is my talk, L'Oreal?
There is no time, so people get to give talks whenever they want to. Last time we had so many people flowing in and out of rooms that we're letting it be free. So whenever you want to give a talk, practitioners, come back into the main room, let Anissa and Lola know you want to give the talk. Anissa will be able to broadcast it to everybody that you're getting ready to give your talk.
All right.
So that's how we're doing it. Oh, and Satora, actually. Satora, and then if you are ready now, and then we'll do Jason and then the Shift Witch. Oh, Satora already ran. We did, oh, maybe. I can't remember.
No, I didn't.
Go ahead. Satora's next. Great.
Hi, I'm Satora. I'm an energy healer and a channel. I help people who are going through a crisis, a change, transformation, are in transition of some kind. And I have 2 modalities: quantum energetic realignment, which is a bath in pure divine love, which can help clear things out of your system. And also I'm using the Terra approach, which is a hands-on approach to somatic trauma resolution. That also has a self-care component that you can take home with you and do applications on yourself if you choose. And I also do channeling, empowerment readings. And in my breakout room, I'll do a group healing, and you can also come and answer questions. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Satora. All right. And then we've got Jason, and then the Shift Witch, and then Donna.
Hi, thanks. This is Jason, also known as Akashaman. I specialize in Akashic record readings, and that really is my primary focus. Today I'll be talking about what the Akashic records are and how you can get there. So that'll be happening in the breakout room. If you are looking to ask questions about the Akashic Records and anything related, I'm happy to serve and answer those questions. I will be doing some free readings just to demonstrate what is available there. You want to learn about your superpowers. You want to know your planet of origin. Maybe you have blocks and restrictions that are plaguing you, patterns that you'd like to address. The Akashic Records is the pathway to all of those things. I'm glad to be here today. It is my first fair, so I'm just happy to be available to participate.
Great, thank you so much, Jason. All right, we've got the Shift Witch, and then Donna, and then Carolyn.
Hi, I am the Shift Witch. I help nerdy middle-aged women discover their spirituality through movement. That movement includes belly dancing, because that helps you unblock all the stuff that's stuck, and it helps you love the body that you're in right now as it is. And then yoga opens you up and allows all that good new stuff to fill those spaces. And of course, meditation is just a fantastic way to center yourself and really inhabit your space and heal your mind, body, and your spirit. Today, what I am doing is I am offering witchy watercolors. So I'm going to show you just a couple of those and explain them. The witchy watercolors were created to help you with different blocks. We have a 15-minute meeting together and discuss what you would like your witchy watercolor to do for you. If you come join me in my breakout room, we'll talk about that more, and I'm giving a talk on it later. Thank you. I'm the Shift Witch.
Great, thank you so much. And so then we've got Donna, Carolyn, and Brandy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Donna. I have a PhD in biology. I taught for 30 years in the medical sciences. I am a Reiki master, and I follow Lakota healing traditions. And I'm a graduate of the Lynn McKenzie Animal Energy Institute. The work that I do with animals is both with them, helping them to reach their highest well-being and for their highest good. I work both with the physical, emotional, and the spiritual mental levels in getting them balanced and back into good health. I also talk with them, but the conversations are generally, they're partially to help them. It could be behavior or whatever, but a lot of the work that I am intensely interested in is their divine mission with their guardian. The guardian and the pet have made that divine commitment or contract before they came from the spiritual to the physical world, and the pet is greatly helping the guardian to reach their own goals in spiritual development. In my breakout room, I will be glad to answer questions. If you have any problems or things you'd like to talk about with your animal, I will do my best. They will be mini readings, of course. And I welcome any donations that people would like to make. If you would like a full session, it takes me about an hour and a half. And I do that at home, long distance. And then I send you a complete printed out result. So.
And thanks, I'm not timing, but yeah, if you could.
Sorry, I'm finished here. So that's it. Hope to see you.
Great, thank you so much. All right, let's see. So then we've got Carolyn, Brandy, and Amanda.
Okay, I'm Carolyn Osborne. I am an energy intuitive of Chiron Energy Medicine, and I help people and animals. As a medical intuitive and as a certified medical intuitive, I am able to identify physical, emotional, mental, and energy disturbances in the body and give suggestions on how to address those issues, and that information is coming from your higher self. This works for addressing your animal's issues as well. As an animal communicator, I am able to be the bridge between you and your pet, opening up a way to listen to each other and discover what they have to say. Then, as an energy medicine practitioner, I am able to clear, balance, and realign the different aspects of you and your pet's body-mind to improve your overall health and well-being. Experience your own personal healing journey today by taking charge and being proactive about your physical, emotional, and mental health. Visit my website, chironenergymedicine.com, where I offer a free introductory consultation, and I am offering a 20% discount on all my services with the code MeWeSummer20 for anyone who's here today. I will be doing a talk in my room on emotions and beliefs, how they can team up to work against you. And of course, answer any questions, and I will be doing short readings, especially medical intuitive readings or animal healings or people healings today. Thank you.
Great, thank you so much. All right, then we've got Brandy and Amanda.
Hi, my name is Brandy Roberts. I'm an Oracle and Reiki Master and Psychic, and I do have a lot of different modalities. One of the things that I guess if you could say I specialize in is helping people understand multidimensionality and spirituality, and trying to understand how to balance the new perceptions with their 3D operating world. So that comes with spiritual fear. It comes with a lot of fear of the unknown, and there's a lot of that that's been coming up lately. So I just wanted to mention that. And I work by donation only. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Brandy. All right, then we've got Amanda, and I'll share also. Go ahead, Amanda.
Okay. Hi, my name is Amanda Root. I have a website, snowmoontarot.com. I realize about myself that I live so much in the intuitive space that I have zero ability to plan ahead what I'm going to say. So this time I thought ahead and I made a picture, and this is what it is. This is what I do.
Maybe pull it back a little bit, yeah, so we're seeing some of the pieces up close.
Yeah, I was trying to, okay, wait.
Great, yeah.
Can you see it?
Yes, that's great.
Okay, so I'm gonna just talk about this for a second, and this is what I do. So the first one is the trinity of the Awaz rune, and Awaz has to do with cooperation and partnership in a session. And then below that we have Kinaz, which is inner knowing and knowledge. And we combine all of those together. It's like a holding space for the Dagaz rune. And Dagaz is enlightenment and awakening. So two opposites, and in the middle you have stillness and peace. And so basically, I love symbols. As a music therapist, I used to use music to connect with people before we would speak. And now I use runes and tarot and symbols to create a safe space and to help people process on ways that words can't always help with. And snowmoontarot.com. That's me. Oh, and because people don't know much about runes, I'll be doing some teaching about runes in my room.
Great.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to share a tiny bit about me too. Oh, I'm Lorelei Shamayo. I'm an intuitive eye reader. I think that we all read eyes all the time. When you met someone wearing dark sunglasses and you can't see their eyes, there's so much missing. And as soon as you see their eyes, there's so much there. I interpret what I see as a set of archetypes called thrive types. And by describing your thrive types, I'm describing your soul or your soul purpose, your life purpose. I look at your talents, your pacing or rhythm, how you make decisions, how you communicate, what motivates you, how you protect yourself, and then also your worldview, your general context of how you take in everything. We can look at your soul path. So what career choices are you making? What would be a better path for you that would be in alignment with your soul purpose? I can look at people, photos of people that you're in a relationship with and tell you about them and you and the connection. I can also use this for matchmaking, so help you see who are your soulmates, who are the great people for you to connect with, and I do this with conscious online dating. I'm going to give a talk later on my eye readings, so talk about how eyes are a window to the soul and to our soulmates. And then my prices today are very low, so it's $20 for 10 minutes, $30 for 20 minutes, $40 for 30 minutes, and $60 for an hour, so $1 a minute. $1 to $2 a minute. Thanks so much. And I help run the fair too. And so I'm actually going to be in Breakout Room today. I'm excited. So Anissa and Lola are on it. And let's see, we have a couple other practitioners that are coming. Let me see if they're here yet. Oh, Galactic Ashley is here. All right. So Galactic Ashley is next to share about herself. We've got about a minute, Galactic Ashley. Jump in.
Hi, thank you. I am Galactic Ashley. I channel divine guidance for star seeds, connecting them to their star families and galactic lineages. I use light language frequencies and work with your cosmic connections to facilitate high frequency healing transmissions and encoded activations. Today I am offering $25 off of my star sessions for the first 3 people to schedule, and then 10% off of my light language activation and healing program, which is 10 weeks long. And I'm closing registration on Wednesday. So the universe is having me just hold it open for 1 more week because they keep telling me that someone else is coming. So if that's you, come see me in my breakout room. During my breakout room, there will be a transmission and healing session with channeling, which will basically be based on the people that come into that room. And then we will be having cosmic Q&A, questions and answers during the whole time. So come visit and hang out with me and get your galactic groove on. So thank you.
Great, thank you. I know we have one more practitioner who's going to be arriving in a little bit, and then she'll give us an intro when we have a break. All right, let's see. So we're going to do the intuitive panel. So we'll answer probably 1 to 2 questions. And practitioners, we're going to be really, really brief in our answers just to give a sample. There are many of us, and I want to let many of us have an opportunity to share. So I know Diane has a question. Let's make sure that Diane is here. I know I saw you earlier.
I'm here.
Okay, great, you're here. So Diane had a question. In fact, can I say it?
Yeah.
Wanted insight into your love life. All right, so everybody, practitioners, if you want to, you can pin Diane's image so you can see her. And yeah, so practitioners, ideally, if you want to raise your hand inside the software and let us know that you want to answer. And does anyone want Diane to say a little bit more? Oh, you got something already. People are sensing into you. Yeah, well, I don't see any hands raised yet. I can share a little bit while we're waiting. So my sense is that you love learning, right? You're always absorbing information, right? Have a big map inside of all that you know. So that's the scholar archetype. And then you're going to either have one or both of these called priest, priestess, and server. They're about feelings and emotions. So about feeling really deeply in the moment, really seeing about who's in pain, who needs love, wanting to care for and honor all life. That's server. And then priest, priestess sees not only what's here, they see what's possible. They want to inspire and motivate people to stretch and reach for what's possible. And so they're passionate and inspiring of others. Do you connect with those two or one of them?
Yeah.
Great. So I think that our soulmates are people that have similar traits. So you want to look for people that love learning and people that deeply connect with their feelings and emotions. Right. And so particularly if you haven't seen many of those people, you haven't dated people like that before, notice the people you don't pay attention to. So very consciously in any space where you are, who are you not seeing, and really look around the space in a new way and see if you can find those people. And if you notice you have judgments of people like that, like, so scholars can be geeky, or people that are servers can be so soft. Priest, priestess, also in men, we're not used to seeing it in men. I don't know who you date, men or women. But so so you want to look for the judgments you have of those people too, that keep you from seeing them. So there's a little bit that I have that's there. All right, we've got Wyatt in line, Brandy in line, and Jeannie in line. Wyatt, go ahead.
Thank you.
Hi, it's Diane, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure I said that right. So I'm reading with the winds right now. The wind is a very integral part of my practice. So I want you to pick a cardinal direction, north, south, east, or west.
East.
East. Okay. So the card that I pulled is the doldrums. The doldrums are a place of no wind. And right off the bat, what I'm getting is hold, wait, find the inner peace that is within you. The eastern section of the doldrums is basically letting the old move on. It's allowing it to move on before you move forward. So yeah, we can talk about it more, but that's what I'm getting right now on a surface level, is just hold, wait, find the inner peace, let the old move on.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Then we've got Brandy, Jeannie, and Amanda.
Hi, Diane.
Hi, Brandy.
So I'm gonna follow up a little bit on what Wyatt said. I'm also getting the sense to wait. Something else is coming through for you. It feels like you've already met this person, and I want to say you know him from a different experience or a different space and time in both of your lives. So it's almost like what I feel is going to happen. There, is there's going to be sort of a do I want to say rekindling, reuniting, like coming together and looking at each other in new light. That's what I feel for you. I do feel, I'm trying to be brief. So for the next, I'd say 4 to 6 months, I'm with Wyatt, not much. After that, I think you're like the snowball that's little at the top of the mountain going down the hill. Yeah, in relationship regards.
Okay. Thank you.
Great, thank you, Brandy. We've got Jeannie, Amanda, and then Susie.
Hi, Diane. I first wanted to say you have really nice, soft, beautiful energy.
Oh,
and
thank you.
Have also some very incredibly beautiful eyes. You have very soft, beautiful eyes.
Thank you.
And I get this sense that you have this incredibly soft essence about you.
I looked down to where I could see my friend.
Is she nodding?
She's laughing.
And I find it interesting that you picked the east direction when Wyatt was talking to you. I'm sorry, I can't talk. Sometimes this happens. In my Mesa carrier classes, the indigenous energy that I'm attached to is Toltec, and in Toltec, that is associated with God. East, great eagle, great condor. So you're very connected to God. You're very connected to Source. I would imagine that's a little difficult to be here on Earth, being that connected to Source. But you're sorting it out, so that's a good thing. Getting back to your dating, I would ask you to trust yourself in the process a little bit more. I would again agree with Wyatt that there might have been some hurts in the past, but that's in the past. And use if you have 6 to 8 months to find this person, use this 6 to 8 months to work on you. And I would agree with Lorelei. If you do your homework, you will attract someone that you've never dated before. Like the type is very, very different. Okay. So I would highly suggest to you to do your homework so you get better, bigger, stronger. And if you raise your vibration, you'll be able to meet the vibration of who is coming for you, because his vibration is very high. And I would again suggest you do your homework so you can resonate with that energy really, really well.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Jeannie. All right, we've got Amanda, Susie, and Amanda and Susie online.
Hi. Stronger personalities often hide their softer side. I got this, which is Kina's, which goes along with what Lorelei was saying in the beginning about knowledge and learning. And it also has to do with inner knowing. So, which also goes along with the Two of Swords, who looks a lot like the High Priestess. I feel like if you really connect with your inner knowing and reframe your I'm not sure what I should do into the wait, no, that's the High Priestess. I totally know what I'm supposed to do. You got this. You will completely know what to do, and you won't have any more questions about it.
All right, thank you.
Sure.
All right, thank you so much. We've got Susie.
Hey, Diane, it's good to see you again.
Hi, Susie.
So I was going to pull a card for you, and the card that I saw initially was confidence, and then my cards like blew up everywhere. And so now I can't find it. So they're telling me, you've got this. Have confidence that it will happen. I agree with everyone saying you need to wait, because there is that building that you get to do. And I also feel it's going to be a past life connection. So yeah, you have known them before, but this is not a traumatic past life. This is a fulfilling of a cool, we get to get back together kind of thing again. So be patient, love yourself, and that love's going to shine through, and that's going to be the beacon that this other soul needs to find you again. Good luck.
Right. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, great. I think those are all the practitioners we've got on the line right now. Let's see, any other practitioners that are having trouble raising their hand, wanting to jump in before we go on to the next question?
Looks like both Shelley.
Shelley? Yeah, go ahead, Shelley.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Shelley, and then Satora after you.
Okay, we'll just make it really short because I've been listening. I think everybody is spot on. So I don't really need to add much except to say that I think you know what you know, and sometimes you're afraid to step out on that. So I would encourage you, with everybody telling you about the inner work, to really, when you hear that wee small voice, and to feel inside when you get a tug or something that goes in your body, right away look at your thoughts and your feelings, because you'll be able to sort out very quickly what you're thinking, which goes back to what Lorelei was saying. If you have a judgment somewhere, whatever, this time that's coming up is a time to find your thoughts and feelings and correct those, self-correct those. Do you see what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that you do what everybody else is saying. You use this time to move vibrationally by releasing yourself from the old blocks.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Satora, go ahead.
I love everything everybody said. And in that time that you have until you get together, you can already energetically connect with that person. And you can energetically invite them and just have dinner with them. Or when you wake up, imagine them next to you, or in the car, drive with them, and just energetically open up and invite that person, and that will also give you a sense of their energy already while you do all your inner work. And for self-love, there is a point under the arm, on the outside of the armpit, that you can hold. You can even do it with both arms and give yourself a hug, and that will support you in loving yourself. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, great. Any other practitioner? Just please make sure, everybody, that everyone's muted. That's not the practitioner speaking. All right. Any other practitioners wanting to share? We have another question we can go to. All right, let's go to the next question. And so we're going to answer the next question in a similar way, and then we have two other questions in line. And so practitioners, we're going to do super, super fast reads of the other two questions. But so the next one, let's do the same. So it's Galaxy J7 star. Make sure that you're still here. Find where
Yes,
you
I
are.
am.
Okay, great. And you said you have a question about your herniated disc. What did you want to share about that?
Let's see. It's a long story, but I'm gonna be brief. It has grown and it's filling my whole foraminal cavity, pushing on my sciatic nerve, L4, L5. I've had epidural in June, and I don't know what to do. I don't want surgery. I tried some other alternative things. They worked, but they didn't work. So it just concerns me, since it's pushing on my sciatic nerve like that, it can cause nerve damage. And I just don't know what to do. I haven't been told I need surgery yet. I haven't made an appointment to follow up. But if I do, should I do that, or just wait for it to dissolve on its own? I don't know where I am with this.
Okay, great. So we've got some people that specialize in these kinds of readings. Let's go see. And let's see, I know Brandy's got her name up, and then I think any other practitioners have their hands up. By the way, so I just want to say, so I'm not going to pronounce your name right, but is it Karabi? And Gina, you've got your hands up. I'm going to put them down just so that I can see the practitioners in line. But so, Karabi, we're going to do a super quick read when we get to you. And Gina, I'm so sorry there isn't enough time. But you can go around to the different breakout rooms and ask practitioners. And some practitioners may have some things they can share with you. And some may recommend that you do a session with them. All right, let's see. So, Brandy, go ahead and respond to Galaxy J7 star.
You know, what I'm going to do instead is if, with your permission, I'll just send you some energy, some healing energy, and let others respond.
Yes. Thank you.
In the essence of time. Thank you.
Okay, great. So who else wanted to? Oh, let's see. Shelley J. Miller, go ahead.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can.
Yes, I can.
Oh, you just went mute though. So can you come back, Shelley?
Yep. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah, we can
Okay.
hear you.
I saw the structure of what's going on, and boy, is that painful. I hear absolutely no surgery. You're going to get to the end of this, although, honey, I think it's going to take some months. But what I saw was a pad, and I've seen this before. It pushes, it's like an acupressure pad that you lay on, and I see that there are places in the other places in your right foot and that kind of thing that are going to be able to, do you know the kind of pad that I'm talking about? If anybody knows, jump in. It's a healing pad, and it's a little bit on the pricey side, but it puts pressure on certain places. It's very good for the sciatica. I feel like that will be one of the things that will be a major gift in your healing, because it will release pressure different places than people are touching, and it's going to help you a lot. Don't go for the surgery. 3 to 4 months, wait it out, because you're going to have a real shift. And then I think you're going to have some acupressure and or puncture, and it's going to help you a lot. I think this will heal.
Okay, great. Thank you. We've got Amanda in line and then Susie.
Thank you.
Amanda? We can't hear you if you're muted.
First, where's the hand thing? Where's the mute thing? I don't know. Here's the picture. This I got. So this is what I drew when this first was coming up. It's Aries and it's a red sun. I was really seeing that, well, Aries has to do with becoming an individual, becoming yourself, and having your own specific singular energy. I think it would be really important for you to spend time with music, to spend time with art, either making it or looking at it in some capacity, so that you can go into a meditative, creative space to separate yourself from the pain of your body. And that's it.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
And Susie?
So Galaxy J7, may I add energy to it? And what I encourage you to do is to talk to the pain to find out, when did it start? When did this start?
It started September will be a year. And it manifested itself in my knee. My back has never really hurt that much, only when I strain and try to lift things. But it's been knee pain, and since I had the epidural in June, it took about 2 weeks for it to kick in. So I don't have that pain anymore, but I am feeling some things going on in my leg that I'm really concerned with.
Okay.
Because my primary said that, you know, prolonged herniation can cause nerve damage. So I'm just kind of getting wigged out about all of this, you know.
So, okay, first off, breathe and breathe into it. And because when you start to get tense about it, it tenses everything up and constricts energy flow. Legs are about movement, and it feels like you're stuck. You feel like you're stuck. And I can understand being stuck in the pain. So look beyond that. Look back to September to see what it was that you got hung up on, that you got stuck in. I encourage you to continue to breathe into it and to talk to what's going on and find out that deeper issue to it. Because we have limited time, I don't feel like I can do it justice and like blast through it, but I will send energy to it so it becomes easier for you to find out and discern what's going on.
Thank you.
Okay, yes, you're welcome.
Okay, great. Any other practitioners want to respond here? Let's see, I don't have any more hands raised. Okay, great. Maybe that's everything. Hey, thanks so much everyone for sharing. All right, we've got 2 more people in line, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go really, really, really quick so we see fit them in just a little bit. Okay, so Thomas J has a question. I'm gonna read it. It says, how strong will my communication become with those across the veil, especially with my loved ones? I would like to be able to clearly understand what they are trying to say to me. And I forgot to say one thing in the beginning of this, so I want to just mention it right now. So this is getting recorded. It's going to be online. So hopefully everyone's seen that in the notes already, and we've had it on the Facebook, etc. So you're okay with that. And then also, when you ask a question, we may go deeper than you want us to go or talk about a different topic and that you don't want us to talk about here. So please, if we do that, please let us know. Raise your hand, unmute, and let us know. Let us know in the chat. We're here to honor you. I encourage everyone to listen and to absorb and take in what you can that's for you and all that's asked and all that's answered. And if anyone has any insight that comes in for them, we believe everyone's intuitive. Please hold that until we're done answering the question as the panel, to leave the attention up here on the panel. And then if you want, when we're done, you could message the person set privately and ask if they want to hear what came through for you. But please honor whatever they say, because they may be full after receiving from us. All right, so Thomas J., just want to make sure that you're here. You are. Great. If you want to jump in and share anything about that briefly, feel free if you want to do that. People might enjoy seeing you and feeling you.
Hello. First of all, thanks for allowing me to be here. I mean, Spirit led me to be here, and I was just kind of searching through the Eventbrite websites, and here I am, and I'm very impressed with your panel. I'm just actually blown away. And I had a loved one pass, within the past year, and so I started pursuing mediumship work myself to become closer to that person. And as I continue along that path, I'm looking for confirmation and direction to make sure things are going on the right path, and trying to see how clear my communication will become. I mean, I can obviously talk to them whenever I want, but when they communicate back to me through the clairs and other means, I'm not always certain what the message is. And so I'm just trying to see what it is and what I need to do and how well it will become, so I can have that two-way conversation.
Great. All right. We've got Wyatt in line, then Amanda, then the Shift Witch, and then Shelley J. Miller. So Wyatt, go ahead.
All right. Hi. So two things came up for me. One was, this work is a skill, and anything that you put your mind to, you have the ability to develop. Especially being, spiritual beings in a human existence, we all have this ability. So it's just really working and practicing on it. And then I did draw a wind because I was very called to it, and it was Beg Odmai, who is a Samic or a Lapland Sami people wind spirit. And we'll get into your direction in a hot second, but I wanted to read you something. It says, call on Beg Olmai when you need quiet and want to harmonize your surroundings, and if your metaphoric boat is about to capsize at sea. For some reason, that stuck out to me. And it's just calling on this wind to really center before you do this work. And then your cardinal direction. North, south, east, or west?
East.
East. Lots of east today. So the east is the beginning. It's the beginning of the day, the beginning of the seasons. You're at the beginning of your journey with this, meaning you have a long way to go, but because that long way to go, you also have a lot you can do. Watching for the signs and watching for the synchronicities that line up with the east is something that you might want to look into, like the sunrises. Look at the sunrises.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right. Yeah, and everyone focusing on being quick here. That was great. So we have the Shift Witch. And then I know Shelley was in there, and then it looks like Jeannie.
Hi, Thomas. So I keep hearing practice, trust, and then together practice trust. So like any skill, it is truly something that just needs to be practiced, first of all. But the biggest thing is trust in yourself. You already know that you're getting messages, and it's opening yourself up to the interpretations of what you're seeing, hearing, feeling, knowing is around you. And I also am getting the number 5 really strongly for whatever reason. So I don't know if there's 5 different people that you have been contacting, or that there will be eventually 5 different people in your family that you're in contact with. But it's just trusting all of those things that most people ignore, all those little signs and symbols and things. Just trust.
Wonderful. Thank you. Wonderful.
Great. Let's see. So next in line, we've got Shelley, and then Jeannie, and then Amanda. And by the way, a few more people are asking about asking questions, and so we probably don't have more time in the intuitive panel. However, for 2 hours in the fair, you're going to be going around from room to room. And so you might be able to ask other practitioners and get some insight from them, and you might be able to do a session with some and go deeper as well. All right, let's see. So Shelley J. Miller, I think, is the one next.
Yes. Hi, Thomas. You know, honey, I am seeing a couple of things to tell you. First of all, I feel like you want to ask yourself why. Obviously, you want to talk to people that you love. And I get that that sounds like a ridiculous thing to ask you, but there's a little bit of reaching with your mind. Like you're so focused with it. And when you reach with your mind, you're not in receivership. And the first thing about mediumship communication is that you must be a blank slate. You must be like a flower opening to the sun to say, you know, and I'm seeing you lying in a bed and the hand of spirit is laying river rocks across you. Now, I don't know if that's specific to you with this person with river rock, but the other thing that would be grounding. And so I just want to caution you, don't get so in your mind. A lot of people that want to get into mediumship want to do so for reasons that are a little bit in ego, and it blocks them because you want to get in touch, but you want to look at why. In other words, if you put yourself with Holy Spirit every day and say, what is mine will come to me, you will be much more open to receive the signs that are actually coming to you, and you're missing because you're busy focusing on reaching with your mind. Does that make sense? So let go a little bit, kiddo, and trust, and just ask for what is yours to come to you. And every morning give that out, that you'll be ready to receive. And I think you'll start to receive in ways that will surprise you. I think you've got it in your mind a certain way.
All right, great.
Awesome. Thank
you. So we've got Jeannie and Amanda in line. Jeannie, go ahead.
I'm going to piggyback on a lot of what Shelley had just said. My answer to you was going to be and is try not to try, which is really hard because our brain really likes to be in charge. But when we use our human brain, it kind of shuts off our psychic brain. So try not to try. And the harder you try, the less the universe has the opportunity to talk to you. So what Shelley was saying is let go as much as you can and try not to try. Try not to use your frontal lobe, this part of your brain. Use the psychic part of your brain that's way deep down inside, near your pineal gland, or is your pineal gland. So kind of, if you can, with practice, kind of switch how you think when you interact with spirit.
Great, thanks, Jeannie. All right, Amanda, go ahead.
Good point. Thank you.
Okay, hi. Okay, here's my picture. I guess apparently today is a picture day for me. It's like a Taurus hanging in the sky, and there's a tree with some yellow and purple balls on it. I was thinking of mediumship and when you're talking to family members, and then the whole aspect of a tree and its roots and how you're a part of it. Sometimes it's really fun to pretend you're a tree and imagine that you're reaching up really high and also feel yourself going down into the ground. It's a good meditation where when you're feeling like you want to just connect with everything. Also, I would definitely agree that I definitely was thinking the minute you get something that's really cool that works out and you're like, whoa, that information was awesome and it was totally good. And then you think, I want to do more of that. And then you try. And that's when you're done. You can't, the trying is like the downfall, which of course, in regular reality, trying is perfect and what you want to do all the time. So it's kind of like going back to your roots and who you were when you were really young will help you remember being in that state where you don't have to try, you can just do whatever. So if there's anything that you did when you were young, like rock collecting or coloring or whatever, try to go back to that time and be in that space. That might help you with the stop trying.
Okay, great. Thank you. Practitioners, anyone else have anything they want to jump in and share? We've got one more quick question. All right, great. Thank you so much, Thomas J., for your question, for everyone's answers. All right, and then I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Is it Karabi? Karabi? Karabi, we'll do a quick answer of your question if you want to jump in and share.
I currently don't see them in
Lorelai, she jumped out and said she was coming back, but I haven't seen her return yet.
Okay, great. Well, we're going to have Dr. Jem do her introduction, and if she comes back, we'll do her question. If not, we'll just head on to breakout rooms. All right, great. So we've been joined by one more practitioner. So if you want to jump in, and yeah, Thomas J., thanks so much for your thank you. All right, so Dr. Jem, go ahead.
Hi,
And
everybody. Thank you.
you've got a minute.
Thank
Sorry.
you, Lorelai. Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Jem, the creator of Microbe Whisper Guide cards for environmental healing. So I'm an intuitive microbiologist. I'm a real microbiologist, but I also, I'm an intuitive animal guide reader, and I created an original set of cards to represent microbes as animal spirit guides. So I'm here to give a voice to the trillions of microbes that keep our bodies clean and our planet clean. And today I'm giving readings for in the break room, or I'm sorry, in private session. They're 30% off. It's a Who's Your Microbe reading. I'm also giving a talk in the breakout room called Decoding Microbes for Seekers, Healers, and Mystics. So please come to the break room. There are other discounts that I'll be offering if you're attending the fair today. And thank you so much.
Great. Did you want to just show people any samples of the cards just while you're on screen?
Oh, of course. It's really hard to see them on screen. You're going to have to
Come a little bit more to your right.
Yeah,
No, a little further away.
You're going to have to come to my breakout room because
Yeah.
I don't share the screen with you. Yeah. All right. It's better.
Great.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, great. Great to be.
I can show you on Etsy. I've already put the information up there. They're much better displayed that way, and I'm happy to display them when I share my screen in the breakout room.
It's great. And Galactic Ashley shared in the chat, loving the power of microbes, since they say this every time, right?
They're all over.
Yeah,
Might
so
as
great.
well harness their energy.
All right, sweet. Well, let's see. So I'm going to say a little bit more about what we're going to do now, because we're going to go into breakout rooms. I think, right, the person that asked hasn't come back yet. All right, so let's see. So we're currently all in this main room. So Anissa and Lola are going to stay here. Anissa is the one that's going to be able to move everyone in and out. And I meant to ask this earlier, but I didn't. I'm going to say this right now. So if you know what practitioner you want to go see, and let's go put the flyer right down in the chat again right now. So if you know what practitioner you want to see, please write in the chat, and Lola and Anissa will be taking notes, and Anissa will be moving you all to the breakout rooms to go with that practitioner. And so some of the practitioners have already been in their rooms. Oh, and let's see, a couple things. So Anissa, this would be a great time to make a few people co-hosts. I know Dr. Jem wants to be a co-host, and Galactic Ashley, you often want to share your screen if you want to be a co-host. If anyone else, any practitioners want to share their screen, let us know and we'll make you a co-host. We can do it later as well. So I know any practitioners, Anissa, that have not gone to their breakout rooms yet, so you want to assign them first. So I think Dr. Jem hasn't gone there yet. Not sure who else hasn't. Maybe one of the Shelleys, is it Shelley EY, hasn't gone yet. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to put the practitioner in breakout rooms, and then everyone else, if you know where you want to go, start messaging in the chat. You could message Lola or Anissa, or you could put it to everyone. And we're going to start assigning you to breakout rooms. And so you have an opportunity to be there as long as you want with the practitioners. The practitioners will do whatever they want to do. They have talks they might give. They might do sample readings and healings for you. They might just have conversations about their work and pricing, and so you might find out what it is and if you want to sign up for something. Practitioners can do sessions right now in the fair today. We'll be here for the next 2 hours. If you want to do a session, you and the practitioner will come back out here to the main room, and then Anissa will put you in a session room. And that way we hopefully won't be interrupting. We shouldn't interrupt you in a session room, but that way you have privacy and you can do your reading, your healing there in private. So we won't be doing those sessions in the practitioner rooms, their breakout rooms. They'll be doing that as a group. So you'll have new people join, right, as that's happening. And then throughout the event, anytime you're done in a practitioner room, you're done with the session room, you're going to come back here to the main room. And that's on the bottom of your screen on the right. If you're on the computer, you'll click leave and you'll have leave breakout room. If you're on a panel or a phone, you just touch it. And then the top left actually is where it'll say breakout room. Actually, the leave is on the top right, breakout room's on the left. For us on the computer, breakout room on the bottom. If you can't see it, click more. So if it's the first time you're being invited to a room, you might get a little message on your screen that you can click. Otherwise, throughout the fair, you want to go to wherever breakout room appears on the screen. And so if you're on a computer, it'll be at the bottom where there's a little like grid and it says breakout room, or you may have to click more and it says breakout. So funny, I can't see it on mine right now as a co-host. It's also funny. And then on the phone, if you tap your phone, the top left is where it'll say breakout room. And if you get assigned to a different room, because we'll be able to move you around throughout the fair, you always come back to the main room, say where you want to go, and we'll move you. And you have to just click either on breakout room on the bottom or the breakout room on the top left, and it'll move you to the next room. And that's how it ought to be working. And so Anissa is doing this for the first time. I did it for the first time last time. The whole group is kind of a wild, crazy journey. So all like lovely energy to Anissa doing this like big, wild, moving everyone around web. All right. So yeah, if you know where you want to go, you can just give us the practitioner name and we'll be able to put everyone in their rooms. Just keep in mind, right, Satora has a special name on her room, Anissa. And yeah. So we're off. So thank you so much for being here in the main space. Again, you can find us online at MeWeFairs.com, MEWEFAIRS.com. And maybe let me say just a tiny bit about more upcoming events. We have, so we'll be here for 2 hours. We have another one of these events happening on Thursday, August 20th at a really strange set of hours for here in the US. We're going to be doing this in the middle of the night and the early morning because we're going to be in the evening in Australia. We've been doing events with Australia and we're going to connect with the Australian audience on August 20th. It's going to be 1 to 4 a.m. PT. And then the next fair here during regular kind of US time is going to be Saturday, August 29 from 5 to 8 p.m. Pacific time. And then we'll be here again in September, Saturday, September 12 from 6 to 9 p.m. Pacific time. And we have other events as well. We do awakening panels. And so the ones we have coming up are going to be working with the Fae and the elementals. We're going to do one on divine feminine and female sexuality. We're going to have another one on animal communication, spirits and guides. So all kinds of things going on. All right. And so people are starting to say where they want to go. And throughout the whole 2 hours, we're going to have Anissa helping guide you from room to room. And it's just a big journey. So just please be patient with her too. And speak up and unmute and say what you want when you come back to the main room or speak in the chat. It's great. And remember, practitioners, you can write whatever you want in the chat in your own room. And practitioners, when you want to give your talk, just come back out to the main room, tell Anissa, make sure Anissa knows, and then Anissa will announce it. And so for all of you, when you're in the breakout rooms, you may see something come across like the top of your screen saying that something's happening. And remember, you can leave the breakout rooms at any time. If you want to go to the talk, just come out to the main room, tell Anissa you want to go to the talk, and she'll put you in there. We'll probably have several talks going on at once. And practitioners, this is just an offering. Something Galactic Ashley did last time is every time there was an announcement of something happening, she just read it off to the people in her room. And that was a way of facilitating just the movement of everyone around. So that's an optional thing you can do, all supporting each other, right, and being here in this space of abundance. All right, great. Well, so Anissa, go ahead and move people around, starting with
okay.
Jem's got to go in.
Do you want to get moved, Lorelei, too?
Yeah, go ahead. Move me to a breakout. Yeah, maybe let me wait for a moment.
Okay.
So yeah, move Jem first and any other practitioners that aren't in their rooms. And by the way, everyone, you can find the practitioners because we have a P in front of our name. Yeah, so move us around and
yeah, everyone, all practitioners.
Okay, great.
If you've already been in your breakout room, then you just need to return to it. And if you
and the way you do that is on the bottom of your screen. If you can see breakout room, click that and it'll take you to your room or ask you if you want to go. If you're on a phone or a tablet, you see it on the top left when you touch your screen. Go ahead, Anissa.
Okay, and it sounds like Susie's going to start with a talk first for anyone who's left. And Susie said that she was going to talk about...
I know, I'm looking forward to. Here it is. Do it yourself past life exploration with Susie.
Perfect. Okay, so sorry, I just saw something. I'm going to start to move people, and Destiny, I did see that you were going to go to Susie's instead of what you previously said. So I'm going to start. Gina, I'm going to be moving you in a moment to Brandy's room.
Yeah, Anissa, just let us know how we can help you. Do you want us to put names in the document?
Lola and I got it taken care of.
Okay,
I think
great.
we're going to be doing okay. Lorelei, did you want to stay or did you want to leave?
You can go ahead and put me in. It's all right. Great, everyone. I'll just say I can turn off the recording.